We're live! Hooray! Wait 1 second. Alright, here we go. Metro South. And I'm going to start in. Here we go. Alright, welcome to Metro South Online Virtual Learning Platform Classes. I'm making up a new name for that every time. This is Parkour and Freerunning Level 3. This is our advanced level class. So, yeah. Are you guys ready to get started? Yeah, I'm ready to get started. Here we go. So, here's what we need for today. We are going to be doing some running jumps, strides, missteps, and potentially even some flips if you can. All right. So that means you're going to need a decent amount of space. So please try to get outside. If you can't get outside, you can follow along in one spot and that will be fine. I could do all this stuff inside of a tiny little closet if I needed to. So I hope you're not stuck in a closet. And instead you can get outside. Now, here's the thing. Parkour level 3 peeps. I'm outside on this hard ground. It is made out of brick and concrete and rocks, okay? And my feet are bare. I'm wearing bears on my feet. No, I'm not wearing any shoes. The reason why I'm not wearing any shoes is to practice some barefoot training. Why would you want to practice barefoot? Because your feet tell you a whole lot about what's going on down underneath you, okay? So if you ever stand on something that's really hard, and you're like, oh man, this feels really hard, but you're wearing shoes, so you can't really tell, take your shoes off, and then you'll be like, oh wow, this feels really hard. Same is true with something soft. If you were standing on something soft with bare feet, you know it immediately. Our feet are really good at telling us things, okay? And if we're not using them in the correct way, then they won't tell us. So what I mean by that is when we practice these jumps today, if you do them incorrectly and you're not wearing shoes, you're going to get a nice slapping sensation on your feet and it's going to sting. And that's going to say, hey, I didn't do that right. That hurt. Maybe I should do something different, okay? If you're wearing shoes, it's going to be like, and you're not going to feel anything, and then you're going to keep doing it wrong forever. So you can either join me and get things correct, or you can keep doing them wrong forever. Totally up to you. Nah, I'm just joking, okay? You guys can decide if you want to wear shoes or not. I do recommend practicing barefoot because it's super helpful, and it just teaches you so much about the way that you're landing and the way that you're jumping, okay? If you're wearing shoes, you'll pretty much never learn these things, okay? You have to do it barefoot in order to understand what I'm saying. Also, I'm not there to tell you guys what's happening wrong with your jumps or your landings. So instead, your feet are going to act as me, and they're going to tell you what's going on, okay? So bear with me as the clouds come overhead and change my lighting situation and make this look terrible, and then get really bright and make it look terrible again. But we're going to get started on some running jumps in the future. Maybe I can figure out how to make the camera look better. That's not a question for right now. All right, a little bit of a warm-up for running jumps. Everybody jogging in place. Here we go. We're just moving our body, okay? Moving our body. Swing your arms in circles as you jog in place. Big circles going forwards. And swing them in circles going backwards. We're still jogging in place, still moving our feet. And swing your arms across the front. Switch which one goes on top. We're still jogging in place. We're still moving. We're still moving. Woo. All right, jumping jacks. Legs going out wide. Swing your arms. And high knees. Lift your knees up high. Your feet should be quiet here. No stomping allowed. And butt kicks. Kick your butt. Feet coming in behind you. Kicking your butt. All right, now we're going to go into our landing position. This should be review for you guys. Remember, feet slightly apart. bending all the way down. Knees are coming apart here. Arms are out in front of us. Okay, we're in this position here. We're going to be swinging our arms up, jumping as high as we can, absorbing and sticking the landing down, okay? So we're going up and down, okay? Follow along with me. Up and down. Jump, stick, jump, stick, jump, stick, jump, stick. 3 more. Here we go. Jump, stick, jump, stick, jump, stick. Okay. Cool. You guys still see? Let's find out. What's better? That looks a lot better. Why haven't I been doing this from the start? Wow. Is that better? If you're watching, tell me if that's better. It looks better. Yeah, okay, cool. Now, Parkour 3 guys, I know some of you have different things that you need to warm up than others, so take the time now, pause this video, warm up those things. I'm going to get into it because the stuff we're doing is not going to be too crazy intense to start, so it'll be a warm-up in itself. All right, here we go. Running jumps. This is all going to be quick and review-like so that we can remember what all these things are, because we're all stuck inside and we're not doing parkour and we forget these things. So for the running jumps, I'm just going to use the bricks on the ground and my line over here. So I'm going to pick a target. I'm going to pick a jumping zone. I'm going to jump before I get to the edge of this yellow concrete, and I'm going to land over here on this square cement brick, okay? Now, here's the thing with running jumps. Always make sure you're looking at your takeoff first. When you know your foot has made it there, then you can take off and look for your landing, all right? Your jumping leg is planting strongly, bending, and it is below you. It is not way out here in front of you, okay? Chest is up over your foot. Your other leg is going to kick, driving your foot and your knee up into the air, whoosh, and it's going to send your body upwards. Our running momentum, so us running forwards, is what's going to take us forwards, and our kick and our jump is going to take us up. If you guys run and try to just jump straight at the object, you're going to go like a line drive, and you're not going to be able to stick your landing. And if it's like a really hard jump, you're not going to make it. Instead, we need to arc our way up and over. So all of your running jumps should go up and back down, okay? Not straight across. So let's start with some small running jumps. We're just running, kicking, and sticking our landing. Boom, just like that. Now, go ahead, do this a whole bunch, okay, while I talk. Don't just sit there and listen to me talk. Okay, you're running, kicking, landing. Make sure you're watching the takeoff and then watching the landing. Don't look at the landing too soon because you might miss the takeoff. And if you imagine that my takeoff is the edge of a cliff, I'd fall down that cliff, okay? The other thing is absorbing our landing. We're landing on the balls of our feet. You guys know this, all right? We're absorbing all the way through our legs. If anybody's landing and their butt's up in the air like this, you're doing it all wrong, okay? That's how you're going to hurt yourself. Down low, chest up high, okay? Butt down low, chest high. Landing on just the balls of our feet. If you are barefoot and you feel like you're getting a really intense high five on the bottom of your feet, you're not absorbing quick enough through your legs, okay? So make sure you're really taking that impact away from the balls of your feet and absorbing it into your body, okay? So again, we're continuing practicing our small run up. This is not full speed, kick and a jump, all right? I said this in my other classes. I'm going to say it again. I don't care how far you can jump. I only care that you can do it with control, all right? So small jumps, kicking, and landing, all right? I want a total of like 10. So if you hit 10, feel free to do more. If you haven't hit 10, keep going till you hit 10 while I, again, chat your ear off, all right? Kick, land. Very cool. All right, you should be at about 10, all right? The next thing we're gonna do is, we've got the running jump there. We're gonna do, what order do I wanna do this in? All right, sticking with the running jump, let me move this back so you can see more. I'm gonna do a running jump from this spot over here, and I'm gonna jump all the way over to here, and I'm gonna land, and I'm gonna do a couple different things. First thing we're gonna do is land and absorb with more than just our legs. So this is when we're doing jumps too big to stick. Now, is that really a thing? No, because eventually you'll get to the point where you're jumping so far that you have to stick your feet so far out in front of you that you can't really do anything but stick them, okay? We're talking jumps that are just big enough that we don't want to stick them. Instead, we want to keep moving. So let's imagine we're doing a line, a parkour line, and we want to run and jump across, but we don't want to stop, so it means we don't want to stick. Now, why would we stick? We stick to show control, build muscles, and keep our legs healthy, okay? That's how you're going to build those muscles. If you're jumping and landing the wrong way, you're going to get hurt, okay? But if you do these other techniques, you'll be fine. First things first would be a running jump. When you land, you're going to do a ground Kong or a side Kong to help absorb that impact, okay? Looks like this. I'm running through, I look at my takeoff, I kick, find my landing, absorb, and side Kong away. Can you guys still see me when I do that? I hope so. Let me do this just so I know that you definitely can. All right. We're running, kick, land, side Kong, okay? So as you absorb, fall forwards, catch, and push, right? You could also do that with the normal ground Kong, where we kick, absorb, and go straight ahead. It's just a little less effective at absorbing the impact and moving it. The ground Kong takes a little bit more strength. The side Kong, where we reach the side, is going to really absorb it, okay? What comes after the side Kong? You guessed it, a roll, right? Shoulder roll. So as you jump across, you're going to land on the other side, absorb all the way down here, and reach and roll. But instead of going all the way down here and then reaching really close to us, what we can do is as we absorb, if we continue to fall over forwards, we'll get to about this point and we can just push ourselves into the roll. All right, this is going to stretch out our roll and it's actually going to take away more of the impact than if we just absorbed all the way down and then did the roll. And I can show you both of those so you can see the difference. But as we land to do the roll, we're going to be absorbing and falling forwards, then reach and roll as you push your hips up, okay? So here's the correct way to absorb and roll. So if you look, it's nice and long. I could probably even go longer, but I'm worried about shooting off camera, and I want you guys to be able to see. All right? So again, absorbing and falling forwards, reaching way out, whoo, and rolling. Here, let me show you one where I don't jump as far. So I'll jump here, and I'll reach and roll. Okay? That's what's going to take away a lot of that momentum. If I absorb all the way down, it looks something like this, and it doesn't feel as good, okay? So you're here, absorb, and then you're doing a tiny little roll, okay? At that point, you might as well not even roll, but sometimes it's required. All right, cool. Running jumps and different ways to absorb them. You guys should all know that stuff, but it's really good to review. Let's talk strides. What's a stride? Hey, Coach Alex, what's a stride? I'll tell you what a stride is, Jimmy. A stride is when you run and you jump off of one foot and you land on the other foot, and then you jump again and land on the other foot, and you're jumping off of one foot the whole time. Okay? So when we do strides, it's going to be exactly the same, but then as you land, instead of reaching both feet out, you're going to put one foot underneath you, so you land on one foot with the other leg slightly behind. Okay? The important thing to take away here, guys, is that when we do a stride, we should not be reaching really far in front of us. So if you look, my foot is the furthest point, my knee is behind my foot, my hip is behind my knee, and my shoulders are in line with my hips, and I'm not going to be able to jump from this position. The goal of a stride is to be able to jump out of it. So what I need to do is I need to shift my weight forward so that my knee is above my foot, my hip is above my knee, and my shoulders are above my hips. That way, I can kick into the second stride. So I'm going to do a stride from here. I'm going to do little strides from here to the middle and then kick again to the grass, and you'll see what I mean, okay? So we're coming in here, you're kicking, and you're landing on one foot, kicking for the other one, all right? Let's see, where am I? You guys see me? There I am. All right, I'm going to try to stretch this out just a little bit. So we're here, jump, landing on one foot with it underneath us, okay? It's here, down, underneath. It pushes off the ground as I kick into the next one, all right? When done correctly, it'll look like you're running, okay? And when you guys run, you run like this. We don't run like this, do we? If you run like that, it looks really funny, okay? So again, this looks just like big runs. So big runs. It shouldn't look like this. This is going to be really goofy when you're running. Okay? We're not reaching our feet forward. We're getting them down underneath us. So try the strides a few more times. See if you can bump it up. One of the best things to do is do a stride into another stride and try to jump as far as you can. So land with 2 feet and absorb into a roll, which if I don't squish the dog, will look like this. Okay? There you go. That's strides. Moving on, ghost steps. What's a ghost step? A ghost step is a stride where we switch our feet in the air and we land on the other foot. Most of you guys should know this, so let's see. Ready? Same thing as a stride. I'm taking off, I'm kicking, but instead of landing, if I take off my right foot, instead of landing on my left foot in the air, I'm going to switch, bringing my left foot behind me again, and my right foot goes down in the same alignment, so it's directly underneath me again, okay? So here we go. Left foot kicks, switches behind me, all right? So it's kick up, behind, right foot comes back into place. I'm jumping off my right, landing back on my right. Why would you do this one? Well, maybe you need to jump off your right foot for some reason, and then you need to jump off your right foot again for some other reason, okay? You will find a situation when you're training outside that you need to do a ghost step, and you'll be like, wow, I never thought that I would actually need to do a ghost step. But it does happen, okay? So the other reason we do them is because they look really cool and they're really fun. Here they are if we go with a little bit more effort. Again, I'm jumping off my right foot and I'm landing back on my right foot and then jumping again. Okay? Jumping off the right, switching, and jumping again. This dog's crazy. Okay, cool. Try the ghost steps a few more times if you would like. Try them on both sides. Also try the strides on both sides. And let me give you some examples of things we can do with ghost steps as well. Ghost steps are really useful when we need to do a leg switch in the air leading into a flip. So, what do I mean by that? Let's say I'm running. Okay, I'm running here. There's a block that I'm jumping off of with my left foot, and then I'm going to try to land over here and do a side flip. I side flip to my right, which means that I need to land when I do my gather step, left foot, right foot, and then take off. But if for some reason I'm forced to jump off of my left foot here, that's going to be really hard to jump and then switch. One of the ways that I could do it is I could jump off my left foot, land on my right, then put my left and my right. But a cleaner way to do this, it's going to look a lot better, is to jump off your left, do a ghost step right into the side flip. Okay? I could demonstrate this one. I don't think I'll squish the dog, but we'll find out and you guys will see. Okay? So I'm going to run. I'm going to jump off the yellow. I'm going to do a ghost step. So jump off my left foot, land on my left foot, and then I'm going to land on the grass and take off into a side flip, starting with my left foot. Okay, here we go. Why would we do ghost steps? Number one. I hope you guys could see. I think you could see that whole thing. Yeah, you could definitely see that whole thing. Okay, so I did my stride, but then I had a switch so that I could put my left leg down and then side flip. So that's why we do ghost steps, right? It's really cool. It's really fun, and it makes you look like you know what you're doing too. Cool. Anything else? The other thing you could do is, this one's a lot harder. So maybe I'll demonstrate it. Sure. We're gonna do ghost step. Right? So I'm going to jump off my right leg this time, okay? Switch in the air, land on my right leg, and then instead of putting my left foot down, I'm just going to kick it behind me. So when I do a ghost step, watch my left leg, ready? It goes up, and then as I go to land, it comes down behind me so that I can kick it forward and jump again. But instead of kicking it forward and jumping again, I'm going to keep kicking it behind me, and I'm going to do a side flip. So I will ghost step into a side flip using only my right leg. All right. I'm obviously going to do this one a lot smaller, so I'm probably going to jump from here, and I'm going to do ghost step, and then into the side flip. As I land my ghost step, my left leg will slightly come forward, and I'm going to drive it back again, okay? So its left leg comes up, goes back, forwards, and back once more for the side flip, all right? I haven't tried this in a while, so we'll see if I land it. Here we go. Okay, I didn't land it. That one's really hard to do on flat ground, but if you're doing it off of something, it'll be a lot easier. But you get to see me try it for the first time in ever. Cool. Ghost steps, running jumps, strides, and flips. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Please keep practicing if you have the time to practice. And let me give you this little update. Starting on Thursday, we are going to be doing our classes through Zoom instead of this live stream format. That means that I will be able to see you guys during the practices, and you will be able to see me, and we will be able to talk to each other. So that way I can give you something to do. You can try it. I can watch it. I can give you feedback immediately. It'll be really cool. All right. So we're going to be able to take these classes to the next level. Here's how that's going to work. If you are enrolled in the classes already and you are paying tuition, that means that you will get an email about the Zoom classes and you'll be able to join them. If you are not enrolled in these classes and you're just taking them on YouTube, don't worry. They're still going to be live streamed on YouTube, so you will still be able to take the classes. You just won't be able to get the immediate feedback like everybody else, okay? If you have any questions about this, please feel free to go to our website, contact us, email us, let us know what your questions, concerns are, or if you wanted to sign up, you could sign up that way. If you're already enrolled in these classes and you know who you are, if you are, all right, you're already paying the tuition, you will be automatically transferred into this new Zoom platform situation, okay? Also, these classes are going to be changing time. So right now we start at 3 o'clock. We go till about 3:30. Starting on Thursday, this class is going to be at 4:30, I think. Yeah, 4:30. So the beginner ones, there's at 3:30. The intermediates are at 4 o'clock, and then advanced is at 4:30. Okay, so we're going to be running 4:30 to 5 o'clock via Zoom. You guys do not need to download any new software on your computers or anything like that. You can join just through your web browser, through the link in the email that you'll get. And then also, you can do this on a phone or a tablet. If you have one of those, you could do it on that. All right. In order for me to see you and talk to you, you're obviously going to need a webcam and a microphone, or a phone with a camera and a speaker or a microphone thing. All right. That is it for today. This has been Parkour Level 3 Advanced. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. My dog enjoyed it. She's crazy. That's it. All right. We'll see you guys later. If I can end this, I can't see the mouse. End. Bye.